Today I'm gonna explain to you how to know what to do in most situations in Valorant. The highest probability is that how to win more games, get more dubs, and get some happies. What? Wait.
Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang, everybody. Welcome to the gang. Today we're gonna be playing with club.
Bullshit. Now, quickly, why should you listen to me? Well, first of all, because look at how the light is shining at me, right? Clearly indicates that I am a god. I know right now if you wanna be my lover, wanna be my lover, wanna be my love. Also, the hair, the long hair, shows you that I can be trusted with a lot of gold in your pocket.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
But most importantly, look at this. Match MVP, team MVP, team MVP, team MVP, match MVP. All of these are immortal to Ascendance, by the way. Even if we are losing, I'm still able to snatch that team MVP out of enemies' hands, you know what I mean? Open up any random game and you can see how we are still on the top side of these immortals, right? Also, one last mention. I just played my, maybe 5th game of Astra in my entire life, and I did crazy. Review is gonna come true soon. Now I'm gonna help you to understand all of these simple contexts by breaking down my own game, because I don't have any friends who could send me their own VODs. That's it. And we're gonna start off with a clip where I'm literally dead, but this is extremely instructive. Look what happened. So this is a 2v4. The only way we win this if our enemies give us 1v1s. Look at this Schlatt monkey getting 1. And then Cypher, I give the call out 1 mid to the Sage because teammates never give call out, so I have to do it myself. Just want to do a very quick tip. I will be moving my face from the goddamn minimap. I'm sorry. No, it's a 2v2, right? Right here. There's a little mistake that my teammates do. Plant gotta help. I'm saying that he has to help the Sage plant for the Cypher because he could be dead right now. Plan. Your teammate can be dead right now. Tension. We're good. Doesn't die. In the 2v2 post plant, the theory would be to just try to trade each other and then play off the bomb, I guess. Play off the taps. Cypher is literally throwing right here. If they check him, he's dead. See me, disappointed face, knowing that what are you guys doing? I mean, he kind of sees himself, but he's still so dead if they check him. The Sage literally never gonna trade him. Special. Sage just wins their 1v1 for no reason, and then Cypher, clean headshot. Why does this clip matter? Well, glad you asked. Being the god that I am, I'm gonna explain it to you in this new Paint 3D that I just opened. I don't know how to hit the gun on my computer. I have no idea what this is. There's a minigame in Valorant. If you feel hopeless, you don't know how to win, because pros always know how to win 99.9% of the time. They just know what the right play is. Why do they know how to win? Well, it's very simple, right? Especially in the lower ranks. Until you're Immortal 2, 3, I guess, the game is really simple. Here's why. So here's me saying that it's actually simple to know what to do in Valorant every situation, but then I just proceed to explain this concept for 45 minutes. You have 5 attackers and you got 5 defenders, so the colors really make this really good. How do I make it full screen though? Yeah. Wait, nah. What the hell is this? What is this? Why is it not? Why is this a square? I don't need a square. Do I need a square? 5 defenders right here. You got 5 attackers right here. Who's winning? Imagine it's a 1 defender and it's a 1 attacker, and they can only go onto one side. What happens? Who wins? Who has the advantage? Most people don't know this. Obviously the defenders, right? Now why? Here we go. Okay. Shut up. It's a 1v1 situation, and let's pick 2 duelists, because duelists are baiting each other. Let's pick Reyna and what's your favorite map, guys? Let's go for I don't know. You know what? Okay, we got Icebox. Sure. Let's say you're going on B side. It's Reyna versus Raze. It's a 1v1 situation. Who has the advantage? Reyna has the spike. Let's give her the spike. Where's the spike? Give Reyna the spike. She can have it, right? How do I give Reyna the spike? Reyna has the spike. We start her spinning. Whatever. Now she has to get onto the site. Now let's say as she tries to get onto the site, look at how many times she dies. First of all, she checks yellow, right? How the hell do you bend this? Let's pick yellow. I just drew a note. Oh my god, dude. And I just removed the 8. What the fuck is this? From my perspective, she's playing a 1v5, if I know she's going to be. As she comes out like this, I don't know how did they make all of those insane edits on how the agents move themselves, but imagine this, right? First of all, she has to clear this, I guess. And now as she walks here, bang. See? What's the problem with this? The problem is that she is the raise. She is exposed to 2 angles right now, which means that if you peek on timing on one of these angles, like this, you just win against Reina. It's a 50% chance to get a free kill. Look at this. Look at this. So right here, my guy is yapping way too much and he doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about. Let me explain to you simply, right? There are 2 variables. There's... what the hell? Oh my god. There's 1 and there's 2, right? There's 2 variables. One is that you peek the guy and he's looking at you, which means you have a 50% chance of winning the fight. And the other one is you peek the guy and he is not looking at you, where you have a 100% chance of winning the round. Now you add these 2 percentages together, you get a 50% chance of winning divided by 2 variables, right? You divide this by 2 and you get a 75% chance win rate. This is literally all you have to know. Now let's get to the science of this. As Reina walks out even more, while she's crossing here, you can peek from yellow as race at any time. You can peek from here at any time. You can peek from, like, I don't know, right there at any time. You can peek from heaven at any time. This is why she's so screwed. It's not a 1v1 anymore, right? Okay, how do I remove, get out? How do I delete? I should get the lineups for this, like the things, right? Let's mark all of the possible angles that the enemies can be playing from. We've got heaven. We've got just here. We've got here. I guess we've got here. I guess also have here, right? Maybe right here. And because of this, as Reina walks, she is exposed to, where's my pen? You know, all of these different angles. Pew, pew, pew. Everyone's shooting at her right now. And the safest route for the Reina, while you check the yellow, they could peek you from... This is just a lot of bullshit. Now that we have established that the 1v1s are favorable for the defenders, obviously. Oh my gosh. Now we have a 90-20 times 1080. Huge. If nobody dies, or if everybody dies, defenders win. Now there are a little bit kind of dingly wingly, you know, nuances, but we're not looking at nuances. We're silvers. We are silvers. And silvers together strong. The main priority of the attackers is that they are down numbers right now. You can act like they are down. What am I doing? You have to do something, right? They're losing the game, because if it gets to a 1v1, they're gonna lose the game. So they have to get picks. Just take my word for it. When it's a 5v5, you can look for a fight with any character. What? No, not green, not green. You can look for a fight with any character when you are on the attacker's team. That gives you space. That gives you panic for the other team. Now let's come to the small nuances on the attackers. We only talked if we know that Reina's gonna go A, right? Now if Reina has all of the info and she can choose between going A or B, say this raise is stupid, right? She's playing here. We got Reina, who's right here, and her teammates are like, raise is B! B, obviously you're not gonna have that because you're a silver and no one's gonna tell you where the raise is, but like Reina knows that raise is B. She goes out, she plants, like literally plants right here.
One eternity later.
Oh no, wait. You can't see shit. I'm so sorry. I will explain everything once again. Attackers want to pick 1v1s because you're like, but defenders, you said that defenders win. If it's a 1v1, defenders win. Yes, if you know everything. Now Raze has to go all of these crossfires, and as she goes out here, Raze is exposed to literally this angle, the bottom angle, this angle, the one behind that, the little thingy, right? And Raze is just panicking. Raze is, oh no, I just deleted it. Okay, I keep thinking that me pressing agents is gonna let me, you know, take agents, and he's just walking through these crossfires, and if he goes right here, he's panicking again, because there are a lot of angles that Reyna can peek on timing, and imagine Reyna doesn't peek. That means that, wait, where are the agents? Imagine Reyna doesn't peek. Now Raze has to go all the way to the spike. Let's say she checked a little bit of side. Let's say she checked back side, right? And still, where could Reyna be? Let me, wait. Let's delete lines. Oh my god, I delete the agents again.
Happy.
God damn. Spike, Raze is diffusing, right? Where could Reyna be? How many Reynas is Raze playing against? One right here. One close up. One right here. One on the nest. One down there. One up there, one down there. One pipes. One below the pipes. Right? That is scary. That is scary. Now it's a 1v25 for Raze. And that's disadvantage for defenders if attackers know that they can plant on both sides. Overall, it is a advantage because I've been talking for 20 minutes about nothing. But this is important. There are two outcomes, right? One is that you know where Raze is, and that gives you a 1v8 because you plant in a different site and you put yourself into this Reyna's position and you destroy him. Now, if you don't know that Raze is where Raze is, then you take a 50-50 chance and you win because you are better. That's all I have for you. You're gonna win because Raze isn't gonna know how to play this post plant correctly, but you do now, right? What is Raze gonna do? If you know that Raze is B, literally this is how it's gonna look. You can shoot one bullet and Raze is gonna peek you from yellow because he's like, I heard this shit before. I don't have any utility, so I'm gonna go kill myself. Unalive himself. Enemies that have all of this space advantage are just gonna give you 1v1s. This is a 50% chance of winning. This for Reyna is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like let's say a lot, right? 80% chance of winning. Now you combine these two, and you have 130% chance of winning divided by 2. You have 65% chance of winning all of your rounds, and 65% chance win rate is pretty huge, as I heard. Now, your minigame as an attacker. Better. Eraser. Bigger eraser. As an attacker, you should look for fights as long as you have less or equal amount of sheer manpower. Which means that in a 5v5, you should look for a fight, and anything lower than that, you should look for a fight. But you should look for a 1v1. How do you pick 1v1s? Well, you just have to know that there's one guy. On your lower ranks, they're never gonna shift at you. They're gonna run at you when they're up numbers, which means that just look for a 1v1. The biggest chance of finding a 1v1 is usually in the middle. Raze just popped out. Okay. In the middle, there's the highest probability, because everyone's gonna feel obligated to watch something. In the middle, there's the highest probability to find a 1v1. That's one reason. The other reason why you should fight mid is because of the range, right? Look at this range. Imagine you're an enemy Raze, and there's two guys right here, and they swing at you. There's a really low chance. First of all, they're never swinging you together in lower ranks. In higher ranks, there's just, it's from far away, it's hard to hit a person, so you can just never crouch spray. Just tap, you know, two shots, you get one, you get out, and then you check. Wait, do you have less or equal numbers? No, you have more numbers. Now, this is when you grab yourself a buddy and you follow him, so he doesn't go and give them the 1v1s, because it is the opposite. For the defenders, for the defenders, for the attackers, you understand this concept, I assume, right? I'm gonna give you one more example really quickly. Delete everything, right? Let's say 3 enemies, 2 defenders. You put in the sign. Should you fight? No. You have more, right? One more time. 1 attacker, 2 defenders. Should you fight? Yes. Let's go. Why? Because great. Let's go. You should fight. You should look for a 1v1. You shouldn't just fight, you should look for a 1v1, right? Defenders are winning the game by default. That's why that's why you should pick defenders if you ever can, because they should have a better mentality, and attackers have to do a harder job to attack, take space, and they don't know how to do that, right? Defenders, you put in the sign between them. Should you fight this? As a defender, no. Okay, now, imagine they pick out 2 of you. Should you fight that? Well, goddamn. For the defenders, it really depends. Because if you, let's say if you have control over the whole map, then for the defenders, let me visualize this and load it. Right, who's winning this game? Usually the defenders. Defenders should not fight, because they should only fight if they have less numbers. This guy says not fight, he means don't commit to a 1v1 or a 1v3, because in this situation, in this specific position, it is totally fine to look for a cheeky angle, cheeky off angle, and try to get 2 or get 1 and get out, right? Or you can jump spot for early info, which then would just let you play 3v3 while they still have to plant the bomb, right? And that's advantageous. So by saying not fight, he means don't commit to a 1v1 where you're guaranteed to lose. If you have an advantage with an off angle or where you can get out, it's fine. Doopity doopity doop, doopity doopity doop 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 doop. A fight happens, and it just goes ra-da-da-da, and then this goes ra-da-da-da. It should be red, a lot of blood and stuff. Oh no, this guy's dying. Why would you pick Yoru in a ranked game? Because I watched Yaxter. Okay, and then you just, these guys have the site, right? And when attackers have the site, your sign changes. Because, let me underline again, if they have bomb or bomb control, site control, and you know that, and it's a 2v2, this sign doesn't matter anymore, because there's another variable in it. Where the hell are my agents, goddammit? Okay, so they have 2, right? And here are your positions. Now the defenders should look for a fight. How could they look for a fight? Very, very glad you asked. So let's say you can hear one guy is planting, the door is broken, and you can hear one guy is planting, right? And you can hear that, which means that anywhere you go, you will only face a one person in this region. Okay, what the hell? In this region, or in this region, or maybe if you're standing here in this region around. Right, because they can tap and fake and try to play with his team. Most of the time not gonna happen, but there's all of these regions where if you hear a tap right here, as a Reyna or a Raze, you should just go crazy. You should just go crazy, look for that 1v1, which Reyna can do very easily by, you know, if she has a flash, she throws a flash right here. If she, usually Reynas don't throw flashes, I guess you don't have to as well if you don't want to. It's your flash, it's your money, you can do whatever you want with it. About positivity, let's go, body positivity, yeah. So Reyna just peeks, and it's a 50-50 chance of winning. If you win, it's a 2v1, and you're probably gonna win this. If you lose, it's a 2v1, you're probably gonna lose this, okay? That's fair. Now imagine you don't do anything. Imagine you don't do anything, and you just regroup, and it's a 2v2. And what happens in a 2v2? What happens in a 2v2, right? Happens the same shit that I showed you in 1v1s. Do you remember all of these double crossfires that Reyna has to go through? From right here and right here. Or as Raze, as he peaks default, right? Reyna could be holding her from, or peeking on timing from four different angles. That one is a troll. The under tube, you know there's that little, you know what I'm talking about, right? There's a little cheeky little
Happy.
as a cheeky little small spot which you should not play around. In a 1v1, same as in a 2v1, you have to walk through these crossfires which you don't want to walk because they can beat you on timing. Bomb. Very cool. And now Lotus, there is the same concept. This time it's Jet. Why not Jet? Everybody likes Jet. Unless they're not entering. So let's say Sage doesn't give Reyna the 1v1. And now Reyna, as she walks out right here, she is stepping into the crossfire line, which, you know, Sage can peek on timing from this position while Reyna is checking this spot. That is a def, right? This is the two outcomes. Two outcomes. Let's say one outcome is Reyna is looking right there, which means that this is either a free kill for you, 100, or another outcome is Reyna is looking at you. Wait, I got this. Reyna is looking at you, and you got the timing wrong, and a chance of killing that Reyna. Now you add these two together, you divide them by 2, and you get 150 divided by 2, and you have 75% chance. You get the idea. 75. I don't know how my brain's not working. 75% chance of winning this outcome. You know, this interaction. As Reyna is gonna check this spot, she is never gonna look Rubble, and she's gonna look on site. And I just deleted it. Oh my. As Reyna's coming out in the site. Oh, and I trolled, right? As Reyna's coming on the site, whatever. She is constantly exposed to these free angles from right here, maybe from behind this box. Let's say Jet goes heaven and he's exposed from here, Let's say Jet doesn't go heaven. Now what the problems Jet has, as Jet is coming out right here, he is also exposed to timing because he can get peeked from this angle, in this angle, maybe even bottom. And he can get peeked from here, so 4 outcomes where Viper gets a few kill. Now this is why on attackers, when you're retaking in 2v2, you should either look for 1v1s or you should just group up with your Jet, because then it's harder for the defenders to regroup and pick you on timing correctly. The highest probability is that defenders, which are your enemies from an enemy's perspective, are going to pick you alone. And from the same angle. Let's say this Reyna regrouped and she's like, yo, I'm coming with you. Okay, sure. Now if Viper peeks, let's say if Viper peeks Jet on timing, he kills Jet, Reyna kills Viper, right? And still Reyna has to walk through all of these crossfires, which I showed you 100 times, like, right? She can get peeked from here, she can, maybe Sage was hiding right there. Sage can peek from right there. And as he's walking out, there are all of these different angles that Sage can peek on timing to kill the Reyna off. If the spike is right here, doesn't matter. Which means that when it's a 2v2 situation on defenders, where's my Viper at? Now we need the Viper. Cannot let you go. And you hear the plant, you should hurry up and look for that 1v1 fight. If you know where she is, that's even better. That's huge. Oh my. Because you taking a 50-50, if you know that Sage is here, she threw a slow orb or whatever, is better. The outcome is better of you taking this 50-50 than walking through all of the crossfires, invisible crossfires that people can set up. The outcome of this is that my statement is true. These are your default Valorant guides to guide you through. Most 80% of your games are going to be guided, if you listen to me, by these 2 rules that you have right here. If you're on attackers, you should fight, look for 1v1s if you have less or equal 5v5, 4v4, 5v3, unless bomb is down. If the bomb is down, then you should only fight if you have less people. For defenders, you should look for 1v1s if it's a 4v4, 4v5, 1v5, 2v5, less than the attackers. But if the bomb is down, then you can fight on equal terms. Because the attackers are now the defenders once they have the bomb down. They have all of the space. Now, you might ask, what do I do if I'm on the winning side? Now, the most common rule of this is silvers together strong. That is where I come in, and I tell you how to win your games, right? There are a lot of concepts that I'm gonna teach you throughout the history of humanity that you have never even tasted before. I'm gonna tell you all of your mistakes. I'm gonna tell you everything that you could have done better. Improve your brain, expand, reach your inner peace and inner wisdom. Your main priority right now is not to win, but to make the right plays, to make the best plays, and become the best player. Not the guy that won this one game because he got lucky. And if you want me to review your VOD, just make sure it's posted on YouTube and good question. And tag me.